Hello, my name is Bibi Setareh Manavi. We are in Paris at the Simine show. I am a multidisciplinary artist. I have been working in the field of sculpture, image making, and documentary filmmaking for the past 10 years. I graduated from London, from Central St. Martin's. The core of my work has to do with mirrors, and it was rooted initially in the craft of Aineh-Kari, but I decided to push it a little bit further to my taste and take it towards a biological and scientific perspective. I began working with very specific places and biomes around the world that go through an ecological damage and mutation. I took specific wood from these places. For example, like the ones you see in front of you. These are plane trees, Platanus orientalis. What I do is that I look at a piece of the wood under the microscope, and I look at what I call the memory of the wood. And what we see is a cellular structure. And that cellular structure, then it gets carved out in mirrors, and then I re-embed it back into the wood. Why do I connect this to Aineh-Kari, the craft of mirror mosaic? Was that I recall seeing something in these mirror works is that when you are in front of it, you become a fraction of a whole. And that concept resonated with me, but my fraction of a whole is a cellular structure, is a world where my cellular structure and the cellular structure of the wood in front of me are made of the same fabric. So I wanted to point out the fact that we're made out of same fabric, so we have to respect that fabric, even if it's human or animal or a bio. It's my way of processing my emotions towards the world around me. It's my way of dealing with everything that I see that I most of the time feel not capable enough to do anything for. But I realize that this is my way of doing small steps towards understanding, first of all, the issues over time. I am inspired by a piece of wood fallen on the ground. As you can see here, I'm inspired by the rock next to it, and elements or philosophy or Iranian cultures, beautiful poetry. It's never ending. It's abundant. I'm inspired by everything and anything. I often take a long time to get from an idea to the finished piece. It takes a very long time. It's not a quick process. And also because I mentioned that I do work with biologists, it's a whole field. So, and it's quite far, one can say, with the arts, but I want to understand it. So I sit with biologists that explain to me what every single cell means. And then I go and I speak with carpenters and wood makers, and I say, listen, I have this idea. How do you think we can make this happen? And then I enter their field. And then I go and sit with mirror makers and I say, hi, I want to print something. What do we do that? How can we do that? So it's a collaborative process for me more than solitary. It begins always from a solitary place, but I like to take it to somewhere that is absolutely multi and a lot of people get involved. As long as I work, there's a future projects, you know. It's, I don't foresee necessarily, but I continue making work in complicated times, and it's a battle to keep going, but I do it. Iran is a place where I saw very quickly the changing of the seasons and the changing of the climate and the degradation of the climate in front of my eyes every year that I went back for the past 10 years. I didn't see that change so rapidly in Europe or other places where I used to live. So that country inspired me to do what I do. This is a thematic that always comes back into my work.
Do you wish to maybe one day hold an exhibition in Iran?
Yes, I hope very soon. I think it's about time that I practice my Farsi properly in the land where I was made.
And for the last question, do you have anything to tell to our Persian audience?
I will soon speak to you in Farsi.
Cool. Thank you so much.
سلام، من بیبی ستاره منوی هستم. اونجا رو نگاه بکنم. یه چیزی هم خواستم بگم، شما هم میتونید برید بیرون. چی بود؟ چی؟ من یک هنرمند چند سخت‌ترین کار روزتونه امروز با من.